Munguia, or you knew already about this fight maybe a month ago or 2 months ago?
Well, I actually been anticipating this fight for a few months now, and we've been in preparation for this opportunity for let's say a little more than 8 months now. But definitely our training camp has started now. We've had a good 12 weeks of training, so we are more than prepared even now, to take on Munguia. But if it's gonna be on the 30th, it's gonna be on the 30th. So I'm good with that. It doesn't matter whether we have more time or less. You're gonna get the same results.
Okay. How different will it be during this COVID era with no audience? Like, what's going to be the challenges with this fight? Mentally, I don't know. Personally, what do you think?
You know, I'm from the Bahamas, man. I don't get to fight home regularly. In fact, I haven't never really fought home since turning pro. Fighting with crowd or without a crowd, it means no difference to me. If anything, I'd like to fight in front of my hometown folks. But to fight, in California, I've made my scene there many times and been very successful many times there. I am grateful for the opportunity, but it would be great if we had the crowd. But it makes no difference when it comes to the outcome of the fight for me.
If you win this fight, is there a rematch clause or one and done with this fight?
I don't see why we would need. I mean, I don't think he wouldn't want to fight me again.
Okay.
He wouldn't want to fight me again. Tureano, if you know boxing, Tureano is a fighter, win or lose, you're going to war, you're going to a battle, you're going to a fight. And it's one that you're not going to come out, with the same. You're going to come with, let's say, some scratches. You're going to come with some scratches, and those scratches you're not going to like.
Okay. What is your impression about Munguia at 160? I know he had, I think, 1 or 2 fights already at 160. What are some things you like about him at 160, or maybe some things you might want to take advantage come October 30th?
You want me to tell you that?
No, but not the game plan, but like, just like your impression, I guess, overall at 160.
I love his power. I love the fighter, a fighter with power. I love to fight a fighter who has that reach, to go there and try to box and move around. I like that. I think he has very good boxing abilities. I think he's gonna portray that in this upcoming fight. I think he's gonna come out and box and move around like a Muhammad Ali or even a Floyd Mayweather. He's gonna come out on his toes, and need be, he needs to do that. But that's what I love, and that's what I'm looking forward to seeing come that night of the fight. And I don't want to share no more with you when it comes to that.
Correct. Does your experience play a big role in this fight?
Well, Munguia, he had more fights than I have. I think he had about 33, 34 pro fights. I had about 26 knockouts, something like that. But if I would say my experience, I do think I still have a little bit more experience than he does, because he has never fought a fighter on this caliber. He has never fought a fighter on this level as high as this ever. His best fights came with Hogan and Spike O'Sullivan, and I would take those guys out in seconds. Yeah. He took quite a long time. I would have really put a hurting on those guys.
Yeah.
Hey, it remains to be seen. Come the 30th of October, you definitely would see a step up for Munguia.
Yeah, because I'm looking at his best win in terms of when he became a world champion. He beat Saddam Ali. Saddam is a natural 147 who was champion at 154, right? That's on top of my head, his best win, right? I guess my question too, because I think the last time we spoke was when you was in New York. Are you still with Team Rosier, or you are separate ways in another trainer? Or
no, man. Well, Andre Rosier, let me tell you something. He may be a mean, hard-headed, stubborn coach, but he's very analytical. He's very intelligent. He's a brilliant coach. Brilliant coach. He's more on the the technical side, and that is something that I've always needed in my boxing, and that's something that I'm now able to get, more of a technical fighter. I've always been one just to go in there and beat up my opponent. But to think now, I'm older, I'm smarter. Andre Rozier came into my career at the right time. So I'm still with Andre Rozier, and he's teaching me all the tactics that is there to be taught. I have others on the team like Terrence. Terrence, he works with Andre. He deals with the technical aspect of my training as well. And Nicholas Isidoro from Cuba, I've known him from a kid. And he's been working with me, dealing with my condition, which is phenomenal. If you watch my last fight with Jason Quigley, my conditioning really played a big role in that, along with Andre Rozier. But come this fight, my conditioning, I'm afraid of.
On another level.
Oh, it's on another level, and I thank God. It's on a level. Conditioning, I want to blow you out of the water. I'm expecting the best Munguia possible. I'm expecting a beast. I'm expecting an animal. I'm expecting a notorious killer to step into that ring against me. So I need to be prepared for that. And so I'm definitely going to, I'm not going to leave any stone unturned. Munguia is an awesome fighter, very strong, very dangerous. That is music to my ears.
Even with Jason Quigley, I remember when they announced that fight, I was reading, I watched I read the comments and everything, and they didn't really give you a chance against Quigley. They thought Quigley as this guy that, he beats you. Everybody was even talking to him about fighting Canelo, and then you spoiled it for him. Just imagine that feeling when you prove everybody wrong that you beat him, and look at that, the opportunities open the doors for you,
It happens, this is boxing. I find boxing to be the toughest sport in the world. I don't care who you are. You can be a basketball or football or whatever it is. You got a problem with what I say, come, let's fight about it. But boxing is the hardest sport in the world. It takes one punch. One punch can change the whole playing field. And Jason Quigley was on a roll. He was doing great until he ended up bucking up against a wall, bucking up against a truck, bucking up against Tureano Johnson. It was not a mistake for him. I hope it's not. I believe he learned from his loss against me. But if it hurt him, it pretty much did a little hurt, but it also healed him and taught him a lot more. I don't believe it really put a setback in his career. I think it only added and boosted even more.
Okay. Let me ask you your predictions on this fight at middleweight. Jermall ChArlo, Sergiy Dervechenko. Who do you got? Break it down.
Me, I feel as though Dervechenko has this fight in the bag. They got a lot of these punks, them just riding on ChArlo bandwagon. Like ChArlo saying he monster. ChArlo is a punk, straight up the top. That dude, I don't have no respect for ChArlo, period, as a person and as a fighter. But given a fair fight, I feel if though Sergiy is going to come out, but if it goes the distance, he's going to have to watch out for the judges. I mean, when you look at Korobov and ChArlo, Korobov won that fight hands down. Both of those ChArlo, they got their asses whooped in that fight at that time. But they end up giving one of the brothers them an unfair deal by giving him the victory. And that was Korobov who had lost. So if that fight goes the distance, it's going to be hard. I feel as though Sergiy does have the goods to knock ChArlo out. But it all depends on how far it goes. If it goes to the distance, well, it's going to be questionable.
Have you ever sparred Sergiy?
No, I've never sparred with Sergiy, but I've watched him train, been around each other for long enough. I fought Sergiy.
Yeah.
I fought him, and to be honest, that is the worst beating I've ever taken in boxing. That was the worst beating, but gotta give him respect, man. Sergiy is a decent guy, a disciplined fighter, and he's coming to fight. And I feel as though, he's very serious about this fight. He's not taking ChArlo lightly. But if I wish for him to win, though, I ain't gonna lie. I don't wish for him to win. Actually, I want to be the one to put that O toward ChArlo because I know I can do it.
Okay. Based on, as a boxing fan, you watching fights, who do you give the edge in power? Would you say ChArlo or Triple G? Because I asked you this because when Sergiy fought Triple G, he got caught with a shot the first round. He got back up, and a lot of people will say at 160, people, if I ask 90% of people, people will say Triple G hits the hardest at 160. What do you say, ChArlo or Triple G hit the hardest? Based on your
ChArlo don't
observation.
hit hard. ChArlo don't hit hard. ChArlo does not hit hard. You think he hits hard. He doesn't hit hard. To be honest, his timing is good. He has good timing, good reflex. But Triple G definitely is a monster. ChArlo was nowhere near Triple G. And as far as Sergiy going down in that first round, well, he went down in the first round against Daniel Jacob and still put on a stellar performance. He went down with Triple G early and still put on a stellar performance. I believe power of ChArlo will not be in effect in this fight because he doesn't have the power neither Danny or Triple G has. And even if he does have some sort of power, Sergiy is one who is resilient, man. That dude, he's going to find a way. He is going to find a way. He's a technician for a reason. They call him the technician because he is a technician.
Okay. Where do you, in terms of Jaime Munguia, right? Where do you consider him in the middle, and 160, or I mean, if it's 168, top 5 fighter, top 10 fighter, top 3 fighter? What do you think?
I want to tell you, wait until October. But from what I can see now,
Right now, yeah, from right now, yes.
I'd put him in the top 15, top 10. But hey, I'm talking against most of these Mexican fighters, man. So you got a lot of fans back out there who may beg to differ. But being a fan of boxing, let's be real. There are many fighters that Munguia is gonna have trouble with. ChArlo is one of them. But I believe he will give ChArlo a run for his money and probably even win. You have a number of middleweights out there. So I'd say between the 10 and 15 rankings, yeah, Munguia is up there. Can he break the top 5 barrier? I believe he could. But right now, he's in the top 10, top 15 for me.
Another fight they were talking about, 2 days ago, Demetrius Andrade and Billie Joe Saunders. I know Saunders 68, but I know he can easily fight at 160 as well. That's another great fight. Andrade and Billie Joe Saunders.
Man, let me tell you something. Billie Joe Saunders just runs his mouth. That dude is a clown, straight up. I don't care what you say. That dude, Billie Joe Saunders, to me, is not a fighter. He's a clown. He's a straight up clown. Straight up clown. If he wanted to fight Andrade, he wouldn't have been taking those foolishness in the first place. Yeah. He doesn't want to fight any middleweight really there is. He don't really want to fight the best. He want to just run around the circle. He doesn't want to fight the best. Like I said before, if he really wanted to fight Andrade, he would shut up his mouth. He'd keep his mouth shut, sign the papers, and make the fight happen, and don't take any drugs. That's all it is. I gave Andrade that fight. I believe Andrade would hurt him real bad, even stop him.
Okay. Errol Spence and Danny Garcia.
That's a good fight. Errol Spence straight at the top. Body-wide, technique, speed. The kid has it. Though Garcia has the technique and he does have that left hook. But Errol Spence, he has that body, man. The kid got body, and that body helped him. Just like Munguia, his body was able to help him throughout, his career. The body of Errol Spence is a very strong, powerful, fast. He's explosive, and he can release that at any moment, early in the fight, middle of the fight, or even at the end of the fight. I give it to Errol Spence. He has too much body for Garcia, but hey, Garcia with that left hook, that can, like I said, it only takes one punch to change a fight.
It takes only one punch to change a fight. You said it yourself. Like I said, champ, I hope just to almost end this interview, right? I hope that your family and yourself continue to stay well, and I hope your family is healthy during this COVID pandemic and whatnot. I know you're gonna give it 100%, like you always do in each fight. And like I said, victory should be yours, October 30th.
I appreciate that, and I just want to send a shout out to all my folks back in the Bahamas. I'm going out there. I'm leaving everything in the ring. If Munguia want to know what I have planned, just let him know. Come for the best Tureano possible, because I'm coming prepared for